Yo guys, Spider-Bot here for NextGenTactics, going through some more Black Ops 2 information. This time we're going to take a detailed look at the score streaks available in this game. And I really gotta tell you guys, the more I see about Black Ops 2 and some of the things that they've done with this game, really, it's just so promising. It's so promising. I mean, the game could be a total disaster. The multiplayer could be a total disaster because of other things, but I really like the way they've set up a lot of these things. And I went through the weapon attachments, the assault rifle weapon attachments yesterday. The score streaks. Okay, I'm going to tell you the thing I really like about. I mean, not only do you have 22 available score streak rewards, but the way the scores are set up, I mean, if you look at this first one, the RCXD, which is making its triumphant return from Black Ops as being a remote-controlled car strapped with explosives. The score streak requirement is 325. Now, what I think, and if you look at, and we will look at some of the others, that's obviously the lowest one. The highest one, I think, is 1400 for the Swarm, and you can pick any ones you want. You can pick any three. There's no restrictions like in Modern Warfare 3 when you're setting up your point streak rewards. There's no restriction. You know, you click on one, and all of a sudden two are X'd out. You can't use them. It's like WTF. So you can use whatever ones you want here, but so I just want to get back to the score streak. So in Modern Warfare 3, it's the point streaks, right? So you get a kill, you get 1 point. You get another kill, you get 2 points. You get I think I'm not sure if it was only with Hardline Pro with the 2 assists. You get another point with a bomb plan and search and destroy. You get a point with the defuse. You get a point. The score streaks here, you know, you're looking at 325 points. Well, we have no idea how many points a kill is going to get, or maybe a headshot is worth more points than just a regular kill. An assist will give you points. Maybe defending the bomb carrier. If you're within a certain radius of the bomb carrier and search and destroy, and you get a kill, then you get extra points for that. It's just so much flexibility. See, that's the thing. There's so much flexibility, and it can be fine-tuned. Like, they can go back through the game. I mean, once the game's been out, they can do a pass for points, the point system, the entire point system, and adjust it on the fly. Like, what? I mean, you can't really do that. What are you going to do in Modern Warfare 3? It's 1 point for a kill. What are you going to do? Right here, you have just so much more flexibility, and to fine-tune it by game type. So for games, objective game types like search and destroy, like domination, those game types where you can really define the point streak, the score streaks, right? And this is something that I talked about in a previous video on one of the specialist videos, was that, okay, if you're within a certain range or vicinity of your spawn on search and destroy, then you get less points if you get a kill. That sort of thing. And I think it can do a lot if tuned correctly. If tuned correctly, it can do a lot to promote objective gameplay versus kill whoring or trick shotting or doing stupid things spawn camping, that sort of thing. I'm not saying that you don't ever gonna, it's not wrong. Who am I to say that you can't do that? But the score streak points should dictate how you want that game mode to be played. You want people to go to the objective. You want people to plant the bomb. I mean, if you have the bomb and you're going to the enemy spawn, maybe you get less points less score if you get a kill. I don't know. It just offers a lot more flexibility, and that's the thing I'm excited about. It's not necessarily the amount of score streak rewards. It's just the flexibility in this whole point system that I think is fantastic if done correctly. If it's not done correctly, then it's just going to be it's just going to be the same as point streak rewards in Modern Warfare 3, but I really think that the opportunity is to step up, is to the next, let's call it quote unquote the next generation of a score streak reward system here. So let's take a look at the rest of them. Obviously, the RCXD. Let's take a look at what else that we've seen on this. Basically, from the Black Ops 2 Day 2 at Gamescom live stream video. So not all of them were detailed. All right, second one is the UAV. Do I need to say more? Shows enemies on the minimap, and I haven't actually gone through a review of perks and that sort of thing. I'm assuming there's going to be a perk to be able to counter that. But when I get into more detail, we'll be taking a closer look. And I'm actually going to try and take a look at some of these Scorestreak rewards themselves in a bit more detail. But obviously, the UAV is a little more overpowered than the RCXD because it requires 375 Scorestreak points. A third one at 400 is the Hunter Killer infantry deployed Hunter Killer drone that seeks out a nearby target. So one of the things that I'm looking for here in the Scorestreak rewards, especially for search and destroy, are the ones that are not controllable, the ones that are automatic. The RCXD obviously is a controllable Scorestreak reward, just like I'm assuming, anyways, until we actually go and review all the gameplay. It's controllable, so you're vulnerable and you're sort of interrupting, and I don't like that. You're interrupting the flow of a search and destroy game. So I'd be going for the UAV. The Hunter Killer is like it's almost like a paper airplane. You throw it in the air once you activate it, and it goes after a nearby enemy. So that's not too bad. You might lose a couple of seconds. The care package, obviously, I'm not going to go for. I hate care packages in search. It just takes too long. I mean, it takes away from the flow of the game, in my opinion, or the flow of my game. So the counter UAV. So my setup, at least initially, just to see how it goes and see how long it takes based on the way I play to accumulate those scores. Go with the UAV, the Hunter Killer, and the counter UAV. And if it looks like I can generate scores pretty easily to get the higher kill streak or score streak rewards, then I'll start looking at the ones that require more points. But it looks like the Hunter Killer is definitely one that I would use. Alright, so they didn't actually go through the care package or the counter UAV in the Gamescom live stream video, but obviously care package, it'll drop, and it's set up, typically it's set up by percentage for what other score streak reward it would give you. Hopefully the higher end score streak rewards are very, very small percentages. I really hate getting into search games where people end up getting a freaking swarm, or like I had that one video where I had an ace on that round on mission versus an AC-130, and the round before it was a Pavlo. It's like, what the hell's going on? So care package is probably going to be fairly similar to what we've seen in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. Counter UAV, again, just disabling the mini-map for your the enemy players, basically. This Guardian actually looks interesting. This Guardian is a placeable high-powered microwave dish that projects a cone of radiation that stuns and impairs enemies. And there was some gameplay off the trailer where the player was using the Guardian, and when they were killing the enemy players, they were getting Guardian, I think it was Guardian kills or whatever. So maybe those would actually give you additional points. It's not just a regular kill, it's a kill with the assistance of the Guardian. Maybe it's more points and leading to another score streak reward eventually. Alright, next up is the Hellstorm Missile, remote Hellstorm Missile with heat-seeking cluster bomb payload with a score streak requirement of 525. Now this is kind of similar to a Predator missile, although it's not a single missile. It starts off as a single missile. You target it in a general area, and then it's not clear. I think it's actually based on a button that gets pressed, perhaps, or at a certain height. It basically the Hellstorm missile itself, the outer casing comes away, and you have this cluster bomb payload that again is sent down to that target area, and it sort of covers the target area, and it looks like it has the heat-seeking capabilities. So maybe there's a perk that would counteract that. Not sure, but it's kind of similar to the Predator missile, except before it hits the ground, it basically, you have this cluster bomb that comes out of it, and that hits a wider area. How do you need a wider area than the Predator, man? But it looks like it's a significant score streak required to get there. Again, until we actually play some of the Black Ops 2 multiplayer, it's going to be very, very hard to figure out. Okay, just what does that entail? How many kills, etc. And again, I will be reviewing some of the multiplayer footage from the Gamescom live stream, so we'll be able to have a clearer picture of that in the coming days as I look into other aspects of the multiplayer. All right, next up is the Lightning Strike at 550. Launch a coordinated lightning strike on 3 locations. I couldn't find more information on this, but I'm assuming, once you select it, you pick 3 locations on the map, and, it's similar to like a napalm strike on 3 different locations instead of napalm. It's lightning, man. You get struck by lightning. Woo! It's pretty cool. Or it's kill streak, score streak rewards. Pretty cool, man. Futuristic. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, and my favorite score streak reward coming right from Black Ops Zombies, the Death Machine. Your own personal handheld minigun at 600 points. Oh yeah, we've seen some, actually seen some gameplay with this thing, but it looks a little bit, it's futurized. Let's put it that way. It's futurized over the Death Machine from Zombies, etc. But it looks pretty good. Yeah, might be worthwhile. Next up is the Sentry Gun. Deploy an automated Sentry Gun and can also be remote controlled, so you can set it up, with the option, presumably the option to be able to remote control it, depending on wherever you are on the map, right? As long as it's active, not been taken out. So, going to be pretty similar to other Sentry Guns in CODs in previous CODs that we've seen. Now, this might have to be my personal favorite. No, I'm just kidding. War Machine grenade launcher with rapid semi-automatic firing. It's like the ultimate noob tube machine right here. So, again, it's going to, we won't know for sure exactly how overpowered / underpowered noob tubes are going to be. Hopefully, they're not as overpowered as they were in Modern Warfare 2. I don't think they're going to be. And we'll definitely have to see how this War Machine works and see what kind of damage it can do, because it could certainly do a lot of damage if put in the right hands, don't you think? All right, the Dragon Fire is basically your quad rotor score streak reward. Charlene, right? It's 725 remote controlled quad rotor with a lightweight machine gun. Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen footage of the quad rotors in action. We don't need to talk about that one anymore, do we? All right, first one on the third row is the AGR, airdrop an autonomous ground robot that searches and destroys enemies, can be remote controlled. So, and again, we have seen footage of this. I believe it was in the multiplayer reveal trailer. So, looks to be a pretty decent score streak reward. And it's not entirely clear exactly how much it's going to take to take this thing down. So it'll be interesting to see that when Black Ops 2 releases. Alright, so the only other score streak reward to be actually profiled in the Black Ops 2 Day 2 Gamescom livestream video was the Swarm, which has a score streak requirement of 1400. Call in a swarm of lethal hunter-killer drones that search and destroy enemies. But if you go through the other ones, I mean, like I said, I'm going to try and go through each one and take a closer look at each one from available information and available footage. But you've got the Stealth Chopper. I don't know what else we need to talk about there. The Orbital YSAT, Escort Drone, a Warthog, EMP Systems, the Lodestar. What is that from Star Wars? It's the Lodestar. It's not Death Star. It's the Lodestar. The VTOL warship. Are you kidding me? Okay. And K9 unit, baby. K9 unit. Yeah, from World at War. Let's call in the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? I like it. I like it a lot. So anyways, that's about it. Those are the 22 score streak rewards that were detailed in that video. And there was also, but he also, Vonderhaar mentioned on his Twitter a while ago about a certain reward that you would get. I don't know if it was like 17 kills or something like that. Probably gonna be similar to the Moab, I would think. Although Moab's 25, I'm not sure why they would make it a 17 thing. But we'll have to see. We'll see what happens with that. And like I said, if I can go into some more detail, individual detail for each of these score streak rewards, then I will do that over the coming weeks as information becomes available. Just wanted to give you a rundown for the time being from that day 2 live stream video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and again, like I said, I'm really looking forward. You know, if they do this right with the tweaking of the score streak points, that it could go a long way to help with promoting objective play, particularly in objective, well, only in objective game modes. I mean, if you're not playing objective game mode, then there won't be any objective play, right? Like team deathmatch, free for all. I'm Spider, and I'm out.